wake up. It's the Flow Show No Filter, and it is D-Day, the day we all been waiting for. Diddy will be sentenced today. Y'all, I hope y'all ready. We're going to talk about it today. We got a lot to go over. How are y'all feeling today? This is going to be one for the ages. But before I get into all that, let me cover my ass. No Diddy. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Let's go. Fire Glory says, good morning, Flo and the Breakfast Crew. Happy Sentencing Friday. I pray that God gives him the true sentence Mohawk requires. Thank you, Fire Glory, to start us out today. Today is Diddy Day, sentencing. We got a lot to talk about. They dropping lawsuits and lawsuits and more cases. They dropping like flies. They dropping on Diddy's ass. So we're going to talk about that. But I had a little journey. I was like 30 seconds late, but not late for real, because I had to go get my second. I almost missed my second day in a row. I almost missed my second day of being in the coffee crew. I'm like, shit, I didn't get my damn coffee. So I was 30 seconds late. Couldn't find my genie to open my parking garage thing. So I had to run like a country mile to even get to the car. I could have just walked. I didn't know if it was going to be faster just to walk or run to Starbucks or get into my car and all that. But I said, damn, I can't miss my second day. I never had coffee 2 days in a row. So I couldn't miss my second day. So as y'all can see, y'all said the coffee. Y'all like coffee flow. What's up, C Tuck in the building? Me and C Tuck been playing phone tag, man. I'm it. So I got my mocha thing. Mocha latte or whatever. And I decided to freestyle a little bit and get a little breakfast sandwich. So I freestyle a little bit. So I'm part of the breakfast crew, and I'm part of the coffee crew, and sometimes I'm part of the Puff Puff Pass crew. Who knows? But we got a lot to talk about. I don't know if y'all ever had Starbucks breakfast sandwiches, but these motherfuckers are to die for. You eat it, and it's to die for. So, I had to take a little bite. Sorry, y'all. Couldn't help it. I'm so glad to be part of the coffee crew. I almost forgot my coffee on the second day. So, without further ado, smoke Gouda. Let's go, Tracy. Without further ado, let's get into what's going on today. So, I'm going to need that energy. Yeah, I am. I'm going to need that energy. Erica's on the original. Yeah, Erica says she finally joined in the show live, not rewatching. So Erica will not be part of the replay gang today. Steph said Flo hit a taste of the caffeine addiction, and I like it. Yeah. I'm about to get going. Let's go. Hope it ain't too damn hot. Okay, so y'all know Diddy spoke. Diddy got something to say. Put a 1 in the chat if you saw Diddy's letter to the judge. Put a 1 in the chat if you saw Diddy's letter to the judge. We're not even gonna bullshit around today. We're not even gonna bullshit around today. We're going straight into it. Y'all know I went on a journey for my coffee. And they had this little guy, this little sandwich guy. He was looking so lonely. I decided to put him in the bag too. So, okay, Angie hasn't seen it, so we're gonna get into what Diddy said. Oh, look who's in here, y'all. Everybody say good morning to Shauna. Shauna, sweetheart Shauna. So I see y'all got some of the I see y'all saw some of the letters. So we're gonna get into it. Go get your eye roll emojis on deck as I get into this letter. I guess the best way to start this episode off is to see what Diddy talking about. See what Diddy's letter to the judge and what he's saying. Okay, see both then bring masks as agent advised there may be mold. Okay, we need masks. Shauna just got a message that we need masks to go see that property. So if you're watching, Shauna, we need masks. So let me get this. They say it might be some mold or something. Diddy, don't he Diddy? What the fuck is going on with this sentencing? Diddy has a long ass letter. So I'm gonna try to get through. No, we're gonna get through the whole letter. Fuck it. Today is sentencing. Diddy done came with this long ass crocodile tear-filled letter. We must talk about it. But also, there are more lawsuits that have dropped. Tony Busby has just not dropped, but filed. Tony Busby just filed 2 more lawsuits at the Diddler. And the one with that underage girl that Diddy's involved in is heating up. So we'll touch on that too. But let's get into this letter first that Diddy wrote to the judge. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to see a lot of eye rolling emojis. But hey, this is what we do. Yeah, Gina sent the new letter too. We're gonna talk about it. We'll talk about that too. So let's see if Diddy can persuade y'all into getting less time. Let's see if Diddy can persuade y'all into getting less time. So Diddy starts off. Let me turn this letter around. Am I getting old or are these words getting smaller and smaller? All right. This is from Diddy. Dear Judge Subramanian, I hope this letter finds you well and in good health and spirits. Thank you for the opportunity to express my thoughts to you. First and foremost, I want to apologize and say how sincerely sorry I am for all of the hurt and pain that I've caused others by my conduct. I take full responsibility and accountability for my past wrongs. This has been the hardest 2 years of my life. And I have no one to blame for my current reality and situation but myself. In my life, I have made many mistakes, but I am no longer running from them. I am so sorry for the hurt that I caused, but I understand the mere words "I'm sorry" will never be good enough, as these words alone cannot erase the pain from the past. All right, so I'm gonna stop at first paragraph. Anybody out there taking some years off Diddy's sentencing for his first paragraph, where he says that he takes full accountability? Look at Megan. Hey, Megan, look at Megan, y'all. Megan, I don't think Megan is buying it. Rachel not either. Tracy said he's not running. He's doing it in our face with a smile. Lily says, hell no. Somebody said, boo fucking who. So, now I'm going to say one thing. Diddy, okay, this letter would actually hit a little harder or much harder if he would have did this like right after the verdict, or even, right after the verdict. But after the verdict, he didn't want to take no accountability. He all the way up. This is how phony. And I'm gonna get into the rest of this fucking letter, but this is how phony. This is how phony Diddy is, man. He waits until 24 hours before sentencing, before he wants to take accountability and admit that he hurt motherfuckers. That is why, from the very beginning of this letter, it's disingenuous. Because you wanted a pardon. You said you didn't break the law. You said that the courts had the definition of prostitution wrong. You said you was just making porno. But then all of a sudden, 24 hours before sentencing, now you want to take full responsibility. Now you realize what you hurt. And you hurt people, and the pain, and the this, and the that. Come on, boy. Come on, Diddy. Diddy, this don't even read right. You ain't want to take no responsibility for all this time. If I'm the judge, I'm like, oh, damn. 24 hours before I got to sentence you. Now you take responsibility, you motherfucker. You know Caffeinated Flow don't got no time for this shit. I don't got time for you this morning, Diddy. How you gonna come 24 hours before it's time for your sentencing? Now you want to take responsibility. And now you want to admit that you were wrong. But you tried to go over the judge's head. Now you back kissing the judge's ass. You tried to go over his head. You tried to go over this judge's head, and it didn't work. So now you got to circle back and grovel. You know what this remind me of, y'all? This remind me of when you at the store or you at a restaurant and something don't go right. Maybe they said, maybe you didn't like the way your steak came out. But it came out, the restaurant said it came out the way you asked for it. So you ask the person who right in front of you, can you get a refund? And they say, no, we don't give refunds on steaks. And then you keep going back and forth, and then you say, well, let me talk to your fucking supervisor. So then the supervisor comes out and says, you can't get no motherfucking refund. And now you sitting there looking stupid because you done went over this person's head, you done went to the supervisor, and you asked the supervisor, who's over you? And ain't nobody over her. That's what this remind me of. Diddy went to the supervisor over the judge's head. Diddy didn't like the way he was getting treated. He wasn't getting his ass kissed. So he tried to go over the judge's head and go to Trump. And Trump left him on red. So then after Trump left him on red, now you got to circle back and kiss ass to the same person you tried to go over their head and act like you was being unfairly treated as a black man. And now, after you said the definition of prostitution was wrong. Diddy said that he was just making corn videos with a P. He said, man, that is only against black people. Diddy, what else did he? Diddy said all kind of shit. He wanted a party. He did everything but accept accountability. And what does an opportunistic, narcissistic, big head ass dude like Diddy do? He don't even give a fuck how phony it look. He say, all right, fuck it. I done exhausted all my everything I could do. I guess now it's time for me to put these crocodile tears on and tell this judge whatever he want to hear so he can let my ass go. And that's exactly how it come off to me. I don't know how it come off to y'all, but it comes off to me like you had plenty of time to come with this letter. Basically, we're gonna get into it. But yeah, remember, they submitted all kind of crazy letters. So let's get into the rest of this letter. I just think it's just very phony for Diddy to turn in this crocodile tear ass letter. If he had turned in this letter right after the verdict, it would have had a little effect. I believe. I still think most people wouldn't give a fuck, but it would have hit harder than it's hitting right now. Because now it's like, dude. Now, of course you sorry now because you don't have no choice. I'm in the middle of the show, bro. All right, hit you at the show. So the letter goes on to say, over the past 13 months, I've had to look in the mirror like never before. That sounds just like Diddy. Now, he might have wrote that part. Over the past 13 months, I've had to look in the mirror like never before. Diddy, you was always looking in the mirror, man. You just wasn't doing no self-reflection. You was just looking in the mirror to make sure the baby oil wasn't all over the place. Now, let me stop. I ain't got no baby oil jokes for the baby oil bandit. Where the fuck is Stevie J, old talking ass? Ever since I sent Stevie J up off my page and told him to keep quiet like he did about the baby oil, I haven't seen his ass since. And that's just a side note, but where the fuck is Stevie J? He had so much to say till I sent his ass packing. Like, you on the wrong page, bruh. You don't come on my page talking shit. I'm the king of talking shit. Don't come on my page with it. I'm going to send your ass just like Stevie J. I ain't seen him since. Last thing I remember telling him is, you need to keep quiet like you did while you was hauling around all that fucking baby oil while you on my page. Asshole. So anyway, it just popped in my head. Where the fuck is Stevie J? But fuck Stevie J. So let's continue. He looked in the mirror like never before, y'all. I don't know. Y'all might want to take some of his time off. Y'all might want to condense Diddy's sentence, y'all, because in these past 13 months, he's looked in the mirror like never before. I have had my sadness was my motivator. I have to admit, my downfall was rooted in my selfishness. I'm sorry. The scene and images of me assaulting Cassie play over and over in my head daily. So Diddy, if you claim the images of you beating the crap out of Cassie plays in your head every day, how do you imagine that how much do you think it plays in a person who is getting the crap beat out of them? How much do you think it plays in Cassie's head? See, Diddy don't even know how to write a genuine letter in order to get some type of sympathy. We don't give a fuck what is playing in your head. You did it. So if you want to write a letter and want people to kind of give you some type of benefit of the doubt, or you're looking for some type of empathy or sympathy or whatever, you should place more of the spotlight on the victims and how they feel about what you did. But in true Diddy fashion, this is going to be all about Diddler. So he's going to let us know how many times him beating the fuck out of somebody plays in his head, not thinking about how does that sound. Because if it's playing in your head like that, what do you think it's doing to the person who is getting their ass whooped? Let me continue though on this Diddy letter. I literally lost my mind. I was dead wrong for putting my hands on a woman that I loved. I'm sorry for that, and always will be. My domestic violence will always be a heavy burden that I will carry forever. The remorse, the sorrow, the regret, the disappointment, the shame. Okay, Diddy, you're right about that. I honestly feel sorry for something that I couldn't forgive someone else for. Okay, now that's the truth. I'm going to point out some of the sentences where he hit the mark. And I'm definitely going to point out the sentences where his opportunistic, narcissistic selfishness comes into play. But that's a good statement. I honestly feel sorry for something that I couldn't forgive someone else for. That's true. We know you won't forgive nobody for doing that to your daughters. Let's continue though. If they put their hands on one of my daughters, I couldn't forgive them. This is why it is so hard for me to forgive myself. It is like a deep wound that leaves an ugly scar. I don't know about that, but I guess Diddy is trying. He's trying, y'all. Anybody have ran across any words that makes you feel like we need to shorten Diddy's sentence based on these? He goes on to say, I lost my way. I got lost in my journey, lost in the drugs and the excess. My downfall was rooted in my selfishness. I have been humbled and broken to my core. Jail is designed to break you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Over the past year, there have been so many times that I wanted to give up. There have been some days I thought I would be better off dead. The old me died in jail, and a new version of me was reborn. Prison will change you or kill you. I chose to live. Diddy said he's a changed man. He says prison killed. He chose to live. Are y'all feeling sorry for Diddy yet? Let's continue. Every day since my incarceration, as difficult as my circumstances currently are, I have made the best of my time by reading books, writing, working out, or in therapy, obtaining the tools and knowledge to deal with my past drug abuse and anger issues. I have been putting in the work and working diligently to become the best version of myself to ensure that I never make the same mistakes again. I realize that I am in a situation where no amount of money, power, or fame can save me. Only God can save me. My grandmother used to teach me that God makes no mistakes and that everything he does is for your good. I believe that a bad situation can be used for good. Although this situation has been the hardest and darkest time in my life, good things have come out of my incarceration. For starters, I am now sober for the first time in 25 years. I've been trying my best to deal with my drug abuse and anger issues and take accountability as well as positive steps towards healing. One of the most beautiful things I have experienced is being asked by my fellow inmates to teach and mentor them. They wanted to learn what I did to become a successful businessman. I was inspired by their hunger and desire to learn information in order to not only set goals, but achieve any goal your heart desires. I started teaching a 6-week program called Free Game, title given by my fellow inmates, which I was able to have approved and sanctioned by the Bureau of Prisons. I don't just teach about my success. I also teach about my mistakes, my failures. It has truly been a blessing to do something positive in a negative situation. It has been beautiful to see the newfound hope in my fellow inmates' eyes. The most shocking thing was to see the unity and the peace this class has produced. As you are probably aware, jails and prisons are segregated places. However, in our class, we have Black, Spanish, white, and Asian all together in one room, learning and working together. We even have an interpreter for the Spanish-speaking inmates. The biggest miracle that I've seen with this class is all the gangs, such as Bloods, Crips, 18th Streets, all these other gangs, all in one room working together. I am also proud to say that since this class started, there have been no fights in our unit. This class has helped me in my time of need and despair. Being able to do something good for others has also given me much needed hope. God blessed me with this opportunity to help others, and I will continue to do so. Let's see if anybody buying this shit that Diddy shoveling? Morning show, what's popping? What's up, Brian? Anybody on here want to drop Diddy's time a little bit? Me Flo says it's too late to apologize. P. Diddy thought that he was never going to be held accountable for the things that he has done to people. Now he's being held accountable and he wants to be apologetic. That's kind of like what we got going on here, y'all. Let's see where we at now. Let's see where we at now. I ask you for mercy today, not only for my sake, but for the sake of my children. God blessed me with 7 beautiful children, 3 sons and 4 daughters: Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Jesse, and Delilah. And the newest addition, a 2-year-old daughter, Love. 4 of my children lost their mother, Kim Porter, as she tragically passed away in 2018. I am their only parent. I have failed my children as a father. My father was murdered when I was 3 years old, so I know firsthand what it's like to not have a father more than anything. I just want the opportunity to return home and be the father that they need. Now, he had a lot of balls bringing up Kim Porter, especially since everybody think, he has something to do with Kim Porter. I'm not going to speculate here on that right now, but I do think it is definitely ballsy for him to even bring up Kim Porter, knowing that everybody think he had something to do with it anyway. So people almost don't even like to hear him say her name. But Diddy did it. I mean, Diddy brought her name up. I ain't saying he did. God has also blessed me with the greatest mother in the world. My mother sacrificed her life and dreams to provide for me and my younger sister, Keisha. She worked 3 jobs to make sure we had a roof over our heads, clothes on our backs, and the best education. My mother is now 84 years old, and she recently had brain surgery. Despite her own health and challenges, she attended my trial every day. I have always been her primary caregiver. It breaks my heart that I put myself in this position, in this situation. And for the first time, I am unable to be there for my mother when she needs me most. As I write you this letter, Judge, I am scared to death, scared to spend another second away from my mother and my children. I no longer care about the money or the fame. There is nothing more important to me than my family. I understand that one factor that the court has to consider is deterrence. Deterrence for me and for others to ensure that no one follows in my footsteps and makes these same mistakes. For over a year, I've been locked in one room with 25 other incarcerated people, sharing the same one room. And in this one room, there are no windows. There is no natural, clean air. There is no sunlight. We all live in one room. In this one room, we eat, we sleep, we take shits, we even pee in this one room. Now, I ad-libbed it a little bit. He didn't say those words. He said we eat, sleep, and use the toilet, and take showers, and prepare meals in that same room. But same difference. We eat, we take shits, we pee, we fart, everything in the same room. The conditions that my actions have placed me in are inhumane. I don't tell you this for pity or sympathy. Yes, you do, Diddy. Stop lying. You definitely telling us this shit for sympathy and pity. I ain't mad at you, though. I mean, you're supposed to try to get some sympathy on your side and whatever, but you're not going to sit up here and tell me you're not looking for sympathy when you're telling us about all these brain surgeries and inhumane living. Of course you're looking for sympathy, man. Keep it real. Caffeinated Flow just wants you to keep it real, Diddy. You always trying to just say some shit like we just done. I don't tell you this for pity or sympathy. Then what the fuck you telling it to us for then, Diddy? You telling it to us to brighten our day? You telling it to us for what? You're telling it to us for sympathy, man. Stop lying. So, I'm simply sharing my truth and the truth of my fellow incarcerated people. We have no clean drinking water, and we boil our drinking water. We all share one washing machine, which is broken. I'm surrounded by drugs, and I live every day with the constant threat of being stabbed or losing my life. Again, I am not expecting pity or sympathy, but my time at MDC has changed me forever. This is Chat GPT too. I just seen one of them long lines that I told you nobody uses, and he left one in here. It's Chat GPT, Diddy. Diddy, man, you can't Chat GPT yourself out of this one, man. I'm disappointed, man. This is the phoniest, most telegraphed. Look at the chat. Andrew said that's an industrial size shovel. He's shoveling some shit, ain't he? And somebody said, Megan says that this letter makes me want him to get more time. This is definitely ChatGPT, Diddy. Take those long dashes out of your shit. That is the easiest way for somebody to know you use ChatGPT. Let me just throw that out there. For all y'all trying to be slick and use ChatGPT, take out the long dashes in between words. That is a ChatGPT dead giveaway. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. All right. So where were we? He was asking for some mercy today. All right, hold on, y'all. Where are we at? Let's see. Change me forever. I am not expecting pity or sympathy, but this will change me forever. Prior to being in jail, I took care of and was present for my family. Being in jail, because of my conduct, I lost the ability to care for my mother. I lost the ability to effectively raise and support my children. I have missed my 3 daughters' proms and graduation. I have missed taking one of my daughters to college. I have lost the freedom to teach my 2-year-old how to speak, dance, play, and be there to console her when she falls down or has a nightmare. Yeah, Diddy, that's kind of what happens when you break the fucking law. You missed out on things. This kind of how this thing works, man. I want to be the one to break it to you. But when you pinned all that shit on Shine, the rapper, who was just an 18, 19-year-old kid running around with Diddy and felt like he was protecting Diddy or whatever, and everybody was pulling out guns. Diddy shot somebody in the face, all of that, but they all pinned it on Shine. Diddy pinned everything on Shine. Shine got 10 years. I wonder how much shit he missed out on, Diddy, because of your ass. See, it ain't fun when you miss out on shit, is it? Shine lost 10 years of his life fucking with you. I don't think you give a rat's ass what he missed. But you want this court to feel sorry for you because you weren't able to drive one of your daughters to college. Boo fucking who, motherfucker. I'm telling you right now, the average everyday American is not about to feel sorry for you, Diddy, because you want to be baby oiled up and whooping ass. And because of that, you weren't able to drive your daughter to college. Like they used to say back in the day, my aunts, too bad, so sad is how the average American gonna feel about that, Diddy. I'm just being honest. But let's continue. We talked about the inhumane food, the dirty air, everybody pooping and shitting in the same room. You missed your daughter's college. You ain't been able to teach a 2-year-old how to walk and talk. So now Diddy goes into how he made all his millions and how he started from nothing and worked hard to earn everything you had. But you also stepped on some people along the. Let's be honest, Diddy. You stepped on a few motherfuckers on your way to the top. So saying I started from nothing and worked hard to earn everything I had, it's a little information left out of that statement because you did stomp on a couple people's dreams and do quite a few people dirty on your way to the top. So I thought we might want to make sure we added that little tidbit in there. This ain't just just work your way. You actually dog some people too, Diddy. Let's be honest. But he goes on to say, but because of my conduct, I have lost all my businesses. I have lost my career. I lost the charter schools that I started, and I've destroyed my reputation and stained the reputation of those that work for me. True. This is true. This is true, Diddy. I like this part. This part is honest Diddy. But let's see how you probably gonna fuck it up in the next sentence. I lost my being present with my family. Yep. Between of all of my losses and lessons, I can state for a fact that I will never be in another criminal courtroom again, and I do not believe any other person would do anything similar from fear of similar punishment. If you give me a chance, I would like the opportunity to share my story with people to prevent at least one person from making the same mistakes I have made. I think Diddy could have landed this plane somewhere if he would have been more. We still got some more to talk about, but he don't know how to. This is just doesn't come across as genuine. It comes across like Toom wrote this letter. They say broke back Diddy. Steph said now he wants to write a book. If he was skating, Big R, let me see what Big R say. Big R over here talking facts. Where you at, Big R? Big R said, even if he don't get years, he ain't coming home today. Wow. Let's go. We almost done. We almost done with this crocodile tear field letter. Let's go ahead and get this done. We got 2 paragraphs left. The Diddy, Mohawk Diddy himself says, I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I know that God puts me in here to transform me. Since my incarceration, I have gone through a spiritual reset. I am on a journey that will take time and hard work. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I am proud to say I'm working harder than I ever have before. I am committed to the journey of remaining a drug-free, non-violent, and peaceful person. I thank God that I'm stronger, I'm wiser, clean, clear, sober. God makes no mistakes. I realize that this trial has received a tremendous amount of global press, and Your Honor may be inclined to make an example out of me. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the court, I would ask Your Honor to make me an example of what a person can do if afforded a second chance. If you allow me to go home to my family, I promise you I will never let you down. As a matter of fact, I will make you proud. Today, I humbly ask you for another chance to be a better person, another chance to be a bigger person, a better son, a better leader, and another chance to live a better life. I'm writing this not to gain any sympathy or pity. This experience is simply the truth of my existence and has changed my life forever, and I will never commit a crime again. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your consideration. Finito. Let's go to the chat. Anybody want to give Diddy less time after hearing his letter? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to take some time off of Diddy's sentencing after reading that letter, or put a 2 in the chat if you think it's bullshit and you think Diddy should kick rocks and flip-flops with no motherfucking socks on. 2, one if you're gonna take some time off his sentencing because of this letter, and a 2, if you want his ass to kick rocks and flip-flops with no socks. Look at Toom. Toom riding for his goddamn. Is this Diddy's son? I think Toom is Justin or Christian. The hell? When nigga see Tuck put that big 2. Look at Sydney got 2s. See Tuck coming through with the 2. Everybody said, ain't nobody, instead of 20 years, give him 15. Oh, okay. Look at Brian, has a heart. Brian said, instead of 20 years, give him 15. That's so sweet of you, Brian. Toom can't count to the number one. I'm so proud. He said, Toom, hey, you are funny. Hey, Steph, what did you? Steph said, Angelina said, Toom can count to 1. I'm so proud. Diddy won't be getting any time. Okay. Here go the 2s. Put some money on. Oh, look at Grandma. Look at Grandma Kathy come through. Grandma Kathy called your ass out, Toom. Said, put some money on the wood, Toom. Grandma Kathy said, fuck all that talking. Put some money on it, Toom. Place your bet. Get you another subscription. Tracy is not giving up on 25 years, y'all. Megan said extra time. So, a few little updates. They wanted that case with the underage girl from back in, I think, 2003, or that case is moving forward. And from what I'm hearing, they about to expose who the third person is. Diddy is in trouble for underage assault. Harv Pierre, and remember, there's a third person, and they say they about to expose who that third person is. They say that case is moving forward. So that is one thing. And then also Tony Busby has conveniently filed another 2 more cases. So Tony Busby says, in response to the multiple inquiries regarding the status of the Diddy civil litigation, I can report this. We recently beat back yet another effort by the Diddy civil defense team to dismiss one of the cases on file in New York State Court. That case, along with many others, will proceed to trial consistent with the court schedule and other docket obligations. Today, we filed another group. I am so sorry. Today, we filed another group of cases in state court in Los Angeles on behalf of several women who alleged sexual assault at the hands of Sean Combs and his associates. So far, we are pursuing approximately 50 cases filed in both New York and California. There will be many more filed. Along with everyone else concerned, we await the federal court's ruling regarding sentencing. Our team is proud to lead the civil effort in this important litigation as we look forward to the opportunity to try these cases to verdict in front of juries. So we got more cases being brought to on Diddy right at the same time as sentencing. So, oh yeah, hold on. And today, don't forget, y'all, today is payday. I know we've been reading the Diddy letter, but Friday is Flo's payday. And so far, I can't even eat. Lies, just lies. So, we got more lawsuits, sexual assault lawsuits that are coming through for Diddy at the same time as the sentencing today. Now, what time is sentencing today? Let me find out. Let's see, y'all. Let's see what time. I don't want no damn pictures. No pictures. I'm just trying to see what time sentencing it is today. What time is Diddy's sentencing today? Let's see what time sentencing is. What TMZ talking about? 10 a.m.? All right. Yep, it says right here, Diddy's sentencing is at 10 a.m. So right after this show, it's going to be sentencing. Thank you, Stephanie. Stephanie. Love the profile pic. Y'all coming through with the profile pics. Look at Stephanie. Hair just flowing. Thank you for the $10 holla, Stephanie. Kabata, I don't know how to, I don't want to say that, mispronounce your last name. So Stephanie, I don't know the last name, but beautiful profile pic. Thank you so much. And thank you for the $10 holla Friday payday TGIF. Thank God it's Flows payday. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. This week flew by. Everybody give Steph her flowers. Give Steph her flowers. So I appreciate you so much, Stephanie. I'm gonna eat good off that $10. Here we go. Elise, thank you for the $10 holla. She said, enjoy something good. That I shall. Elise. I shall enjoy something good. Stephanie and Elise coming through. Somebody said, woo-hoo. Stephanie and Elise, woo-hoo. Oh, Angelina sent one too? I got to go back. Angelina, where you at? Angelina. I'm trying to find your super sticker, super chat. They hating on me. Damn, when did you send it? Did you send it a long time ago or did you send it like right now? Allison from Philly. Oh, at least coming through. $5 holla for Juicy Juice. Okay. Oh, I had a few. Let me go back. I can't find them now. Okay, I see. You know, I don't like to miss my people. I got Elise, Stephanie. But I don't see no other ones. I don't see any other super chats. I hate that I missed them. Well, who were they? I'll just shout them out anyway. It was Steph. Thank you for the holla, Steph. I'm sorry I can't find it. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't see it nowhere in the chat. And normally I would have saw it when you did it. So I'm like, what happened? What happened to the super chats? Y'all should have seen how I was running around this morning trying to get this damn coffee. And can't find my damn parking garage. I gotta find my parking garage, Jeannie, y'all. Oh, and just to remind people, just in case y'all was wondering. Oh, here we go. Okay, here go one. I found one, y'all. Let's go, Angelina. It's a special Friday. $5 holla for you to be being done with Diddy once and for all. He can kick rocks with no socks and flip flops. Okay, Angelina. So I did find that one. Did I miss anybody else's? If anybody else super chat I missed it, speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, here we go. I found another one. You're right. I ain't know I could eat. Renee says, Flo, I'm so glad you're drinking with us. For your information, I started out watching the trial with another influencer, but I switched to you for the sentencing. Okay, good. I'm glad you switched. I'm glad you switched over to the good side. You know, I love these other influencers to death, but they don't got it like I got it. They good. I got love for everybody, but they just ain't good as me. I'm so natural with it. Thank you, Renee. I be stealing all they little people because they good, and I don't like to hate on nobody. I want to see everybody win. I'm just good at this. When it comes to breaking some shit down or covering a case, ain't nobody better than your boy Flo. I'm sorry, because it's just so natural for me. Like I be noticing they try, like I see people learning from me and they try to use a little more of their personality. They try to joke a little more, but you can't force it. See, I don't force my jokes. My jokes just come in. 90% of my jokes aren't even jokes. 90% of my jokes are just shit that I say and y'all laugh. It's very rare that I say something like, okay, I'm saying this to be funny. That's very rare. I just say shit. And I just say it as it comes in my brain. I let it come out my mouth, no Diddy. And you can't teach that. So thank you, Renee. Thank you for not forgetting Jukes. And thank you for everybody who tunes in. Okay, Big R coming through with the $20 holla on payday. Thank God it's Flo's payday. TGIFPD. Today is Thank God it's Flo's payday. And Big R, I love my big mama coming through with the $20 holla, $19.99. I put my own penny with it and make it a $20 holla. Thank you so much, Big R. Big R coming through. Thank you. Y'all finally found it, Angie. Thank you for letting me know. But y'all, 10 a.m. Yeah, I am going to be having the itis. Give me 1 second. One thing about Starbucks breakfast sandwiches, your ass better have something to drink with them because they dry. Now, it's good. Trust me, it tastes good. It tastes like some quality ingredients. But if your ass ain't got some water or some orange juice, your ass might suffocate. Yeah, I'll go live after the sentencing. Damn. Big R coming through with the $20, $19.99 holla. Said shit, this for little Juicy too. Juicy coming through. Juicy love the snacks. Juice love his snacks when he just get to fart. Cause he don't fart. He not a dog that fart. He only fart when he have them snacks that he like. But y'all, also I gotta shout out my Philly love. Allison from Philly. Thank you for the $25 donation. A $25 holla on this TGIFPD. Thank God it's Flo's payday. Shit. But thank you, Allison from Philly. You know I love my Philly people. Allison says, Happy Friday, Flo. I thank you always. Allison from Philly coming through with the $25. Shit, I think I got about $100. I think I got about 100. I'm pushing 100 today. Let's go on this payday. I appreciate it so much. But today is the day. Y'all know I covered this case from the beginning. I actually covered this case before the beginning. I was the first media influencer who reported about Cassie's lawsuit before it was even paid for. When I had posted it, people was telling me, why am I posting that gossip shit? What nothing gonna happen to Diddy? Her lawsuit wasn't going nowhere. I was the first legitimate journalist to even bring the Cassie lawsuit to the forefront. And once that lawsuit came, I told people Diddy's ass was going to jail. They told me he wasn't even going to be arrested. Then next thing you know, his homes get raided. Then they say he's going to be arrested, but he ain't going to be convicted. I told him he was going to be convicted. The only thing that I didn't get right is I thought that he would get RICO. But from the beginning, I said he was going to be arrested. I said he was going to be found guilty. And I said that Cassie's lawsuit was going to have legs way before anybody. If you've been with me on this journey, you know how many fuckers I had to argue with that said that Diddy wouldn't even be arrested. Now they try to get on my back about because he don't have whole ass RICO. Y'all said he wasn't even going to be arrested, let alone some fucking RICO. So I say all that to say, we've been on this journey from day one. And this journey has been pretty much a year and some change for us. And it's led to this moment today where we will finally see how Diddy's accountability looks for all the baby oil-filled escapades that he's been on and all the hands he's put on people and all the shit he's done. Today, October 3rd, we will find out what the people or what this judge has in store. Y'all, I will go live after the sentencing or at some point. I appreciate everybody everybody who has held this show down. We are coming up in a few weeks. We will be on our very first anniversary, October 30th. You remember this started audio and all the major podcast platforms. And so we will be celebrating that in a few. So I'm going to put the link in there if you want to support the podcast. Go to the Buzzsprout link. If you want to join the YouTube community and be a part of our live members only Wednesday episodes, click join, which is next to subscribe, like down here where I'm pointing at. Oh, I missed Big R. Did I miss Big R? Let me see how I missed Big R. How I missed Big R? I thought I missed Big R. I thought I said Big R like twice. I'm coming, Big R. I'm coming. Big R. Unless you were talking about when I just said thank you, Big R, for the juicy thing. Okay, I didn't miss it. I got the juicy one. So, without further ado, let's get ready. It starts at 10, so let me get my little work done so I can get right back on here and see what's going on for sentencing. Let's get the amounts in the comments. I got a lot of work to do, so after this show, I got like 30 minutes to load the show, to get all my daily business together so I could be in front of the fucking laptop for sentencing. Erica says, I'm out. Courtney, what's up, Courtney? One of our newest members said, love you, Flo. Love you more, Courtney. Love you more. Happy Friday. Love you all. I'm out. Tracy say 1 year. Yes, Tracy, 1 year. Good morning, Tabitha. Big R came 2 times. The 2 super chats I appreciated. Big R was the super chatter of the day. The other day, super chatter was Tracy. Today's super chatter of the day is Big R. I could never miss Big R. I never could miss Big R. How could I do such a thing? Brian said, all right, Flo Show, stay tuned for Diddy's debauchery sentence. See you then. Yeah, we will definitely hop back on. Angie says, love you, Flo and fam, but I'm out. Love you more, Angie. Love you more. Steph said, I'm out. Love you all. Love you more. And Megan says, we love your Flo. I'm out. See you hopefully after sentencing. Yeah, hopefully y'all can join me. I love all y'all. Y'all make this something that I have to do every day. I don't think I could ever wake up in the morning and not come on here and talk to my people. We are joined at the hip for life. I'm your podcaster, your influencer, your confidant, your soul. I'm everything. I'm your teacher. I'm your comedian. I'm your everything. And I'm glad to be that. Big R. I love that I keep y'all laughing. However I do it, I keep y'all laughing. But as always, you know I love y'all, right? As always, I love y'all. But I'm